Everyone knew Robin Williams as the brilliant comedian who could light up a room with nothing more than a smile or a quick joke. His incredible talent for making people laugh made him one of the most beloved entertainers in the world. Whether he was starring in unforgettable films or improvising on stage, Robin had a gift that seemed almost magical. To millions of fans, he was the definition of joy. But behind that endless energy was another side of Robin that very few people ever had the chance to witness. One of the people who saw that hidden side was actress Sally Field. Years after they worked together, she shared memories that painted a very different picture of the man behind the comedy. Instead of talking about his humor or his famous improvisations, she spoke about his kindness, compassion, and emotional sensitivity. Her memories revealed a man who was deeply aware of the feelings of those around him and who quietly helped others without expecting recognition. Her story isn't just about one of Hollywood's greatest actors. It's about genuine friendship, empathy, and the quiet acts of kindness that often go unnoticed. As Sally reflected on their time together, she revealed moments that changed the way many people viewed Robin Williams forever. Sally Field and Robin Williams first met in 1993 while filming Mrs. Doubtfire, a movie that would become one of the most iconic family comedies ever made. Directed by Chris Columbus, the film tells the story of Daniel Hillard, a devoted father who disguises himself as an elderly Scottish nanny after a painful divorce so he can remain close to his children. Robin Williams brought Daniel Hillard and the unforgettable Mrs. Doubtfire to life with his trademark energy, while Sally Field portrayed Miranda, his former wife, a caring mother trying to rebuild her family's life after divorce. Although audiences watched them as former spouses constantly clashing on screen, their relationship behind the cameras couldn't have been more different. From the moment they met, Sally sensed that Robin possessed an extraordinary creative spirit. He wasn't simply another talented actor reading lines from a script. Every scene seemed to become an opportunity for him to create something entirely new. Working alongside Robin meant expecting the unexpected. Most actors perform each take in nearly the same way, making only small adjustments when the director asks. Robin, however, followed an entirely different approach. He would usually perform several takes exactly as they were written, giving the director everything needed for the story. Then, once everyone thought the scene was complete, something remarkable happened. Robin would suddenly begin improvising. He invented entirely new dialogue on the spot. He created hilarious voices, exaggerated expressions, and unexpected jokes that no one, not even the cast or crew, had anticipated. Every performance became unique. No two takes were ever alike. That unpredictability could have overwhelmed almost any actor sharing the scene with him. Many performers rely on consistency, rehearsing every movement and every line until it becomes second nature. Sally Field, however, embraced Robin's style instead of resisting it. Rather than trying to match his rapid-fire comedy, she stayed emotionally present and responded naturally to whatever happened in front of her. Her reactions weren't forced or rehearsed. They felt authentic because, in many cases, she truly didn't know what Robin was going to do next. That spontaneity created an extraordinary chemistry between them. Their performances felt genuine because the emotions unfolding on screen were often happening in real time. Every laugh, surprised expression, and emotional response carried a sense of realism that audiences could immediately recognize. Robin's creativity didn't just challenge his fellow actors. It transformed the entire filmmaking process. Director Chris Columbus quickly realized that filming Robin Williams with a single camera simply wasn't enough. Robin's improvisations happened so quickly that important moments could easily be missed forever. To solve the problem, Columbus made an unusual decision. Multiple cameras would record many scenes simultaneously. Instead of asking Robin to repeat spontaneous jokes that could never truly be recreated, the crew captured every angle at once. This allowed the editors to preserve those magical moments exactly as they happened. The production team quickly learned that working with Robin required flexibility. Every day on set brought new surprises. Sometimes, an ordinary conversation between characters suddenly became a comedy masterpiece because Robin invented something completely unexpected. Other times, A simple emotional scene gained even more depth through one spontaneous gesture or heartfelt line. For Sally Field, watching this process unfold became an education in creative freedom. She saw that Robin wasn't improvising simply because he enjoyed making people laugh. There was a deeper purpose. His goal wasn't to steal attention or overshadow anyone else. Instead, he wanted every scene to feel honest. He believed that comedy worked best when it came from genuine emotion rather than manufactured jokes. His improvisation wasn't random. It was driven by character, emotion, and truth. That dedication impressed Sally enormously. She admired how seriously Robin approached his craft despite his playful personality. Beneath the endless humor was an actor completely committed to telling the story in the most authentic way possible. Although Robin's personality often filled the room with laughter, he never treated acting like a competition. He deeply respected the people working beside him. Sally noticed that Robin always wanted everyone around him to succeed. Instead of dominating scenes, he created opportunities for his fellow actors to shine. He understood that the strongest performances happened when every actor felt comfortable enough to contribute their best work. Sally brought something completely different to the partnership. Where Robin was energetic, spontaneous, and constantly experimenting, Sally remained calm, grounded, and emotionally focused. Rather than conflicting with each other, those opposite qualities created perfect balance. Robin supplied endless creativity and humor. Sally provided emotional stability and authenticity. Together, they produced scenes that blended comedy with heartfelt emotion, helping make Mrs. Doubtfire far more than just another family comedy. The film resonated because audiences believed the relationships between the characters. Off-camera, that same respect continued to grow. Robin admired Sally's professionalism and emotional honesty, while Sally gained increasing admiration for Robin's remarkable imagination and generosity. They weren't simply co-stars fulfilling contractual obligations. Over the course of filming, they developed a genuine friendship built on trust, admiration, and shared dedication to their work. As the weeks passed, Sally began noticing something else about Robin Williams. Beneath the endless laughter, lightning-fast wit, and seemingly limitless energy was a remarkably thoughtful and compassionate man. It wasn't something he advertised. It wasn't performed for attention. It simply appeared in quiet moments when someone needed support the most. That hidden side of Robin Williams would eventually leave one of the deepest impressions on Sally Field. And years later, she would finally share the touching story that revealed who he. As filming continued, Sally Field came to appreciate something that audiences rarely had the opportunity to witness. Everyone recognized Robin Williams as a once-in-a-generation comedian. His quick wit, endless impressions, and unmatched improvisation made him one of Hollywood's brightest stars. Yet beneath all of that laughter was an incredibly thoughtful individual who paid close attention to the people around him. Robin didn't simply enter the set, perform his scenes, and leave. He noticed everything. He noticed when someone looked tired. He noticed when a crew member seemed overwhelmed. He noticed when a fellow actor was struggling emotionally, even if they tried to hide it. That rare ability to read people would eventually become one of the qualities Sally Field admired most about him. Each day on the Mrs. Doubtfire set felt different because Robin refused to let the work become routine. After completing several script-accurate takes, he would suddenly begin exploring new possibilities. Sometimes he invented entirely different conversations. Other times he changed his voice, facial expressions, or physical movements in ways that surprised everyone, including director Chris Columbus. The crew often found themselves laughing so hard they had to stop filming. Even experienced professionals who had spent decades in Hollywood admitted that working with Robin was unlike anything they had experienced before. His imagination seemed limitless. Instead of treating scenes like rehearsed performances, he treated them like living moments that could grow into something even better. Sally never tried to compete with that energy. Instead, she embraced it. Rather than worrying about sticking rigidly to every planned reaction, she allowed herself to respond honestly. If Robin surprised her, her surprise became genuine. If he made her laugh unexpectedly, that laughter became part of the performance. The result was a relationship on screen that felt wonderfully natural. Audiences connected with Daniel and Miranda because their conversations never felt mechanical. They felt real. That authenticity became one of the reasons Mrs. Doubtfire has remained beloved for generations. Robin Williams and Sally Field approached acting from completely different perspectives. Robin thrived on spontaneity. His mind raced from one idea to another, constantly discovering fresh ways to tell the story. Sally, on the other hand, believed in emotional truth. She carefully built each scene through subtle expressions, quiet moments, and sincere reactions. Instead of those differences creating conflict, they strengthened one another. Robin's unpredictability brought excitement. Sally's emotional stability kept every scene grounded. Together, they created performances filled with both humor and genuine heart. Neither actor attempted to outshine the other. There was no competition, only collaboration. Robin respected Sally's remarkable emotional range and professionalism. Sally admired Robin's fearless creativity and incredible imagination. Each trusted the other completely. That trust allowed both performers to take creative risks, knowing they had a dependable partner beside them. Away from the cameras, Robin remained exactly the same compassionate person. His kindness wasn't reserved for interviews or public appearances. It appeared naturally throughout the workday. He greeted crew members by name. He joked with makeup artists. He chatted with camera operators during breaks. He treated everyone with the same respect, regardless of their position on the production. For Robin, every person mattered. That attitude made the atmosphere on set unusually warm.